Hey guys, Vivacity here, and welcome back to another current household. So we are still in the current household that I have been doing since I started doing any kind of current household video. We are playing with the Price family, or as this section is, the Soriano family. So if you guys have been keeping up with all of the current households that I've posted, and if you've watched my Bachelorette series, you are pretty much caught up to this point. So I'm gonna assume that you guys know all that has happened up until the last current household. If you don't, I'm gonna leave a link below for my Bachelorette series, and I'm gonna try to remember to link all the different current households I've done. But for now, we're going to go ahead and delve into what has been going on since the last one. So in the last current household, we kind of focused on Juliet's son, Owen, who obviously is not in the household that we're in right now. We are back with Juliet, her husband, Aaron, and their daughter, Rachel. So Aaron is just writing a book. He writes lots of books. He gets a ridiculous amount of royalties all the time because of all of the books that he's written. And he is currently level 5 of the writer career. So not too bad for starting kind of a little bit later in his life. And Juliet is level 5 as well. And she's actually pretty close to a promotion. So she might get one the next time she goes to work, which would be tomorrow. But mainly I've been playing a lot with Rachel. So you guys did see Rachel as a teenager in the last current household video I did. She does look a little different now, of course, because I give my Sims makeovers virtually all the time. But she is now much deeper into being a teenager. She's about halfway through her teenage life, and she's established a lot of friends and even a relationship. So she's been out doing a lot, which usually my teens don't really get out all that much, but I really wanted to try to make an effort with her to have her have a life. Owen unfortunately wants to hang out with us right now, but I'm not going to go because I do want to introduce you guys to her friends. But her and Owen are half brother and sister, so they do hang out quite often. In fact, they actually have a pretty awesome relationship. They are good friends. And this right here, they're actually becoming best friends right now. This is Luna. They were already really good friends. Now they are also best friends. So Luna, of course, is her best friend. They've been friends for a while now. And Luna is actually related to Don Lothario somehow. I'm not exactly sure how because I haven't looked into her family tree. But the Lothario and Caliente household, back when I had the mod that enabled story progression and random mating of Sims and marrying and all of that, their household got kind of crazy. I'm pretty sure that Don had a baby with Katrina, and then I think he married somebody else and they had kids. And I think Luna is from that marriage. So what I know for sure, though, is that there is Luna. She obviously looks very much like Don Lothario, has the same skin tone and hair color, and she also has a brother named Zachary, who is actually Rachel's boyfriend. They just got together the other day. They haven't really talked all that much, and they don't actually know all that much about each other. Their friendship is quite low, but their romance is pretty high, so they hit it off in a romantic sense virtually right away. And they've been going out for the last couple days. Obviously, I don't really think that it'll last that long if it continues on with them not really knowing each other that much and just being flirty and romantic. But who knows? Could maybe develop into something deeper along the way. In terms of Rachel dating Luna's brother, though, I'm pretty sure Luna would not be too happy about it. I'm not sure why. I just get that feeling from her, like, oh, if you're dating my brother, that's all fine and well, but if you guys break up, that's going to be really awkward for me. So I'm sure she doesn't like that all that much. But Luna is very much kind of a popular girl, I guess. She's very beautiful, very curvy, very popular with the boys, and I don't know, I just don't really see Rachel as that kind of person, so it's interesting that they ended up being friends. And Rachel's other friend, I'm not sure if she's still around. Oh, she is. So her other friend, they're not really too close, but they do hang out, is Morgan. You guys know Morgan from like every one of my Let's Plays. She always is cropping up somehow, but she's friends with her, although They're not too close, not as close as her and Luna for sure, but they do hang out with her sometimes, and they are at the moment. So I'm actually going to have them go down here and watch a movie together, if I can. We're going to watch Sims of the Dead with Morgan and Luna. And Aaron is over here. He's uncomfortable from work, still writing away his books. And Juliet, I swear, she starts a painting and she finishes it like 5 seconds later. She is ridiculously fast at painting. And she also makes masterpieces all of the time because she's maxed out the skill level, of course. We have quite a chunk of change just like sitting around too. So I was thinking of maybe moving them, but I do really like this house. I was going to move them after Owen left, but I ended up making Owen's room into an art gallery, or not an art gallery, but like an art studio for Juliet. And I changed up Rachel's room. If you guys saw it in the last part, or the part before, I think, I changed up her room to be a bit more teenagery. You know, she's still got like a teddy bear and very pink things all around, and the same bed that she had when she was a kid, but she's got some more teenage things in here, like some shoes and a fancy computer and a desk, that kind of thing. I'm actually going to go ahead and turn this off. But in terms of the rest of the family and updating you guys on what has been going on, Owen, actually, the last time that you guys met up with him, he was living with Alexa, who is Rachel's cousin, not Rachel, Juliet's cousin. Let me see if I can actually find her. So Juliet, her mother is Hazel, and Hazel's brother is Isaac, who unfortunately died very recently. It's very sad. Isaac is from one of the very first current households that I did on here with you guys. He was married to Lexi. They had Leo and David, and later Alexa. So Alexa lived with Owen, and they were really good friends. They were also kind of like awkwardly romantic sometimes with each other, even though they're kind of loosely related, but nothing ended up happening with that because Owen was dating, where is she? He was dating Anna Hartman, and Anna is not a very nice person, to kind of put it bluntly. I can't really see her traits from here, but she is mean. She also dislikes children, and she's like a slob. I think like all of her traits are just awful. It's really, really sad. But anyway, he was in love with her for whatever reason, and they ended up getting married when Anna found out that she was pregnant. Owen did not really plan on staying with her too long because of her awful traits and because of her dislike of children, and he knew that he always wanted kids, so he was planning on breaking up with her, but then she got pregnant. So he decided that he wanted to quote-unquote do the right thing, whatever that meant to him, and marry her and help support her with the baby. But after I actually did not pick her name because I was in a different household when she was born, so she has kind of an interesting name. I'm not really sure how to say it. It's like Myalea or something like that. Myalea, something. I might change it, but I'm not sure. I kind of like it. It's different. But after she was born, and she actually like just aged up to a child today, because I swear I was playing this yesterday and she was still a baby. But after she was born, a couple days later, Anna actually left Owen. She decided she didn't want to be with him. She didn't want a family. She didn't want a baby. She didn't want any of that. So she left. And now he is on his own, living with his daughter, who is now a child, which is very, very weird to think about. That, number one, Juliet is a grandmother. Okay, get that through your heads. And also that she's a grandmother of a grown-up child. Obviously, if we had toddlers, I know everybody cringes when we say the word, but if we had toddlers, she would be a toddler right now, not a full-blown child. But that is what's going on with her. And Alexa, obviously, when all of this went down, moved out because she is very good friends with Owen, and she also has like that kind of sort of romantic thing going on with him sometimes. So she didn't want to be around any of that. So she did move out, and she's currently living with her boyfriend, who unfortunately is not in the family tree here because they're not married, but they're doing very well. So she's nice and happy, and that's good. And then one more thing I just wanted to mention is if we go back to kind of these three here, I'm asking you guys to go back kind of quite a while, probably to like the first current household I did, but Isaac, Caden, and Hazel were all the children of Fallon, who is the granddaughter of the original person that I started this current household with. So these three here are who I was playing with for a while. And in the first current household I did, it was actually Isaac and his family living in the same house with Hazel and her family. Hazel being the mother of Juliet, and that's how we are all linked together in this current household. But Caden has been living on his own for a while. He's actually the youngest of the three. That's why he's still an adult, while his older siblings, one of them is an elder and one of them has actually passed away by old age, I think. Yeah, deceased by old age. But Caden has actually recently, a bit later in life, started his own family now. So he is married to Crystal Vasquez. Of course, I can't say words, but he is married to Crystal. If you guys remember Crystal from a while ago, I did a Create a Sim, the plus size beauty tag. That is Crystal. It was Crystal Mills. So he married Crystal and they have a daughter named Bella. If you guys actually watched my recent video on, what was it? The Romantic Garden Stuff Pack, the three of them were in that, and that's why they're wearing romantic garden things. So that is the only other thing I can think of that has really happened with the family. Obviously, Juliet and Aaron are getting older. They're actually aging up into elders soon, which is really sad to think about how they're getting old. Juliet still looks very young because of the skins on her and everything. Although you can kind of see the age like around her eyes a bit. And then Aaron also has a little bit of gray in his hair, which obviously, by the look on his face, he is not very satisfied about. But he will be an elder in 11 days. So he's actually a little bit younger than Juliet, which is interesting because he's showing his age a little bit more than she is. But that's about it from what has happened since the last current household when I updated you guys. I've been playing a lot with Rachel after everything kind of went down with Owen and Anna. As soon as Anna got pregnant, I kind of switched out of that household and I've been playing with Rachel mostly, and also making sure that Aaron and Juliet have been doing well in their careers. And that's really all I have to show you guys today. So as always, thank you for watching, and don't forget to leave comments down below of what you think of what's been going on with the family, and also anything that you might want to see in the future in regards to current households or this family, and if you have any ideas for what you think might happen in the future with them. Also, do not forget to go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed and you want to see more, and I will see you guys next time.